expecting 60s, and now I'm hearing I'm not even going to get 50s.
Well, no, you are. Not today necessarily, but
Okay.
get ready. All right. We've had some changes. I'll tell you what, anytime we're tracking one of these fronts that's kind of moving back and forth, as we saw yesterday, we had a huge range in temperature just here in our local area. You go from the 40s to the north to the 70s to the south. So anytime that front kind of battles back and forth, of course, expecting some changes in the forecast. Now this morning, well, we've been tracking it all week. It's going to be a washout day coming up. We are seeing the rain slow down is probably the best wording there from Mount Vernon southward to Benton and West Frankfort. Still some light showers right along Route 13, Murfreesboro, Carbondale, Marion, and Harrisburg. In fact, some pretty heavy rain still moving through the parts northeastern corner of Saline County and northern parts of Gallatin County over towards the New Haven area. Southward on Route 1 and Hardin County also still picking up on some light rain. Notice though another round starting to move in from the west, and that will continue. So even though briefly the rain might be lightening up in a few areas right along I-57, it's going to pick right back up. Already starting to see that next round move through the Jacob area southward to Grand Tower and crossing over towards Ware and Wolf Lake in Union County. Right now some pretty heavy rain right along Highway 67 from Fredericktown and then also into say the Marquand area and over towards Wapapello Lake and just north of Poplar Bluff. Some pretty good rain still falling. Temperatures outside once again in the 40s, so we are talking about all rain. This is a live view from out at the Perryville Airport just across the river from Chester, Illinois, and you can see a lot of the wet concrete out there. Just allow yourself a little extra time, especially it hasn't really rained like this in quite some time, so some of those roads could actually be a little slick just due to the oil buildup. Temperatures outside in the low to mid 40s right now across southern Illinois, so it is a chilly rain. Temperatures a little closer to 50 as you get near the Tennessee and Kentucky state lines, but a soggy day coming up this afternoon. Rain not quite as widespread as what it is this morning, but we're still going to be tracking some showers, and some of those showers actually could linger around first thing Friday morning. I think by Friday afternoon the rain's out of here, but Friday a very warm day, upper 50s. There you go, Dave. There's some of that warmth we're talking about. Friday afternoon we get in on it. However, more wet weather heading our way as we look ahead to the first part of the weekend. Storm system to our west out across the plains, and you can see all the moisture getting drawn out ahead of that, and that's why we're tracking some of the wet weather this morning. By lunchtime, there goes the widespread rain that we're dealing with right now. Starting to see a few scattered showers lingering around and becoming more and more isolated through a good part of the afternoon. We're only going to be into the upper 40s today, though, as that warm front just stays too far to our south. By 10 o'clock, the rain out of here, and at least briefly, but by Friday morning there's a few more showers tracking through. Notice the timing here, about 6 a.m. and we'll be tracking a few showers through the early morning hours on Friday. By Friday afternoon, a lot of clouds around, but a pretty warm day. Highs in the upper 50s in southern Illinois. Could see some spots near 60 though in our southern counties, and here's more rain on the way. First thing Saturday morning, rain moves back in. It will be pretty widespread through at least the morning, possibly into the early afternoon hours on Saturday. Rainfall amounts, well, we may add another 1 inch on top of what's already fallen this morning and through the day today. Sunday, Monday, those are at least dry days, but then more wet weather early part of next week. Big storm system on Tuesday of next week brings us more moisture northward, and we'll have to keep an eye on this. This is a much stronger storm system on Tuesday. Storm Prediction Center now bringing that severe weather threat into parts of southeast Missouri. We'll really have to track that and see how far northward that tropical moisture is going to make it. But again, next few days looking pretty wet. Sunday and Monday are dry days. At least let some of the rain kind of fade away. The ground start to dry up just a bit. But then by Tuesday, Wednesday, more rain moves in. If we see any stronger storms, it would likely occur Tuesday evening as that next system pushes on through. That's a much stronger storm system. Also has a lot more cold air that wraps in behind it by the end of next week. Highs only in the upper 30s and low 40s.
Looks like tomorrow, though, might be a little bit of a break.
We are going to see some dry time on Friday.
All right, thanks.